Hey guys, welcome back. How many of you guys have built this 55 Chevy Cameo? And is the very first thing that you think of when I show this kit the windshield? I have heard that the windshields do not fit in these trucks. The front glass is too small, and I've never opened one. But I know they even came out again with the Coca-Cola version, and I think they still had the same issue where you like have to take and feel something in under the bottom and gum up the windshield. This box art doesn't look like there was an issue. But I bought this back in Ollie's a couple years ago. 10 bucks. We're going to open it up and I'm going to see for myself, does the windshield fit? And I've never really wanted to even build one because I heard that it didn't. So, what better way to know for sure? Has to bust it open and check it out. Alright, so, ooh, molded in yellow. Pretty. Okay, here's your windshield. Go ahead and get that open. Front windshield right there, and body. Just the two things we need for this experiment. All right. Nice looking parts. Looks like it'd be a fun little build. All right, here we go. Let me get my cutters to cut the windshield off. Use my Tamiya snippers. The things are amazing. Alright, so, well, I need to scribe this first because your window, boy, it will splinter off into here. If you just took this and twisted it off right now, you would have some splintering. So take and scribe it. It's hot in South Georgia today. I think like 94 degrees. Ish. I had to leave my fan on while the video's going because it's just too darn hot in here. It's still too hot without the air on, but it's too loud. So, clean this up just a tidbit. Alright. Now, I can already tell you that joker is way too small. Holy cow. How does the window go in here? From the inside or the outside? Oh yeah, beautiful. Well, I can't get it to me. Alright, so holding it up. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that gap. Wow. Amazing. Alright. That I see it for myself. That's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. There's no excuse, and I bet you the Coke ones are still like that. Let me know in the comments if they are. If that's the case, if they're still or were issuing kits with a windshield that literally, without a big wad of Mod Podge, isn't going to fit and stay in, that's pretty shameful to keep producing a kit. Look at that. See that gap? Who would want to build this thing? You'd have to take and make your own windshield somehow or another. And I don't know if you could do that. Man, that's really irritating because I've got several of these kits. What I was going to say, if they continue to make these kits and don't address that problem, shame on round 2 for that. Because I'm sure, and maybe it's been corrected. I don't know. And in the comments, let me know if you guys know that this problem has been corrected. But I've looked at this kit sitting on my shelf for a couple years now. And I knew my friend Troy Roberts built it. He said he had to do some modifying up under it. I've heard other people talk about how the windshield didn't fit, but I just wondered if it was just a fluke thing, or were they all that way. So yeah, if that's the case, and they continue to issue these kits, knowing that there is such a fit issue, that's unacceptable. I can totally understand with some wore out molds, bad flash, mold or chrome lines or whatever on a body that are just starting to fade. That's a sign of wear with the molds. This is a sign of it just don't fit. And yeah, there's no excuse in that. Let me know in the comments, have you had to make your own windshield? How would you do that? I know some people are pretty crafty at taking acetate, I think it is, and making their own windshield. But the way this one fits, it kind of is supposed to fit from the outside, it looks like. So that might would pose an issue. I wonder if the back glass fits. Might as well go ahead and try it while we're here. This one was a lot easier to take off. I didn't have to scribe it. The back one's the same way. It's just the most ill-fitting. Maybe it's not quite as bad. It just looks like to me they could have found a better way to make the windshield fit also. And I know round 2 did not create these molds. They purchased these when they purchased AMT. So I totally get that. Fact is, if you do know that you're producing a product that is faulty, why continue to produce it? Because people are paying their hard-earned money for these kits today, and the prices have gone up. The prices have gone up a lot. And if you've, yeah, see those, that thing just falls right through the hole. But you're spending your hard-earned money on these kits, and you expect to get some kind of quality, a little bit. I cleaned it up, but there's still this giant gap under that one too. Come on, y'all produce. I'm hoping when I make this that you guys will say, hey, they're replacing all the windshields. They're sending everybody free windshields. That would be an awesome thing to do. Because that's I would say pretty unacceptable. I wouldn't build this kit because the windshield doesn't fit. So it's like I spent $10 from Ollie's, and that was too much, because it's still, unless you're going to make a junkyard truck that's, you know, rusted out and the top squashed down or something like that, that's about all this is good for. Maybe someone makes an aftermarket windshield for it. I don't know. Interesting to know what you guys say in the comments about this, and maybe voice your frustrations. And I know this is not something new. This is from, I've had this kit for several years and have heard about this issue, just never really got around to making a video or checking it out for myself. So I've seen, it's very disappointing. I might as well take these trucks and use the parts for something else, because I know some of you guys have pressed on and powered through and made it work. But my point is, they shouldn't be selling it if it doesn't fit at all. That's not like almost fits. That's like doesn't fit. And so you spend all that time on a paint job, get it looking beautiful. What's one of the last things you do? Put the glass in. So you've gone through, if you were unaware of this problem, you've gone through the entire build. You've spent so much time. You've wired the engine. You've wired it. You got a beautiful paint job on it. It's all together. Let's put the windows in. All right, this thing's looking so good, but we have to be careful not to get Mod Podge on anything. And what the heck? This must be the back window, because it doesn't fit it. Look at that. It doesn't fit at all. And then you look and you say, this doesn't fit. Oh, I got it to stay in there. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Anyway. Alright guys. I don't usually do like, I wouldn't say this is a rant. I usually don't do negative videos, but this is pretty negative. Pretty negative. And also deceptive. Because that windshield is not the windshield that's in the kit. That just isn't. There's no way. There's no way that was that windshield. I mean, that looks like to me Photoshop. It looks like they photoshopped a window in there or something. I don't think that's real. Doesn't look real to me. Whatever. Alright guys, thanks for watching this. I know it was painful. Sorry, not my normal joyful self, but it's disappointing. Nevertheless, if you do decide to build this kit and you do decide to put a nice paint job on it knowing unawarely that the windshield doesn't fit, go to Hobby Nut Models. I bet there's this color over there, whatever color this is. I bet he's got it in MCW paint, or maybe Tamiya, or now he's got the Tamiya rattle can line. A ton of them, a bunch of them, 2 different kind of paints in Tamiya rattle cans. I don't know what, don't use them, but I see people that do. Great stuff from what I've seen. So go over to hobbynutmodels.com, check out his inventory. Use the link that's in the description of this video. I'll get a little credit if you buy something. And hey guys, check out everything else that's linked down there too. And we'll see you all on the next video. And I promise it'll be positive. Alright guys, and this is nothing against AMT. Something went wrong with the mold or something and it just never got addressed. So I still love old AMT kits. But anyway, alright guys. Take care. See ya. Bye.